Is education a trap? Or is it the ultimate key to unlocking a successful life? You might think you know the answer, but what I'm about to share could completely change your perspective. I've spent weeks diving into the data, talking to graduates buried in debt, and successful entrepreneurs who never finished college. By the end of this video, you'll not only have a clear answer, but also a practical roadmap to make education work for you, not against you. Don't click away, because the last 2 minutes contain the single most important piece of advice you'll hear on this topic all year. Trust me, it's a gift. From the moment we could understand words, we've been fed a simple, powerful promise. Go to school, get good grades, go to college, get a degree, and you'll get a great job. Success, security, a happy life all. Guaranteed. Neatly packaged at the end of the academic rainbow. It's the dream our parents and their parents believed in. Education was pitched as the great equalizer, the one surefire way to climb the social and economic ladder. This narrative is so deeply ingrained in our culture that questioning it feels almost taboo, like questioning gravity itself. We see images of smiling graduates in caps and gowns, tossing their hats into the air, ready to conquer the world. It's a powerful story, and for generations, it held true for many. But is that promise still valid in today's world? Or have we been sold a dream that's slowly turning into a nightmare for millions? Let's talk about the elephant in the room. The staggering cost of that dream. What was once an affordable pathway has become a financial minefield. Today, higher education is one of the biggest investments a person will ever make, often rivaling the cost of a house. But unlike a house, you can't sell your degree if you fall on hard times. We're talking about a global student debt crisis. In the United States alone, student loan debt has skyrocketed past $1.7 trillion. That's trillion with a T. This isn't just a number on a spreadsheet. It has a heavy chain shackled to millions of graduates before they even earn their first real paycheck. Many start their careers not at zero, but deep in the red. This debt dictates major life decisions. What job they can take, whether they can afford to move out, get married, or even start a family. Instead of a launchpad to freedom, education has become a financial trap for an entire generation, forcing them into jobs they don't love just to make the monthly payments. The promise of a better life feels pretty hollow when you're re-suffocating under a mountain of debt. This brings us to another critical point: the growing disconnect between what universities teach and what the job market actually needs. For decades, a college degree was the golden ticket. Having one, regardless of the major, was often enough to get your foot in the door. But the world has changed, and the job market has changed with it. Employers today are crying out for specific, tangible skills. They need people who can code, who can manage digital marketing campaigns, who can analyze data, who can design user experiences, or who have mastered a skilled trade. A degree in 18th century philosophy, while intellectually enriching, doesn't directly translate to these in-demand roles. We're seeing a paradox where we have a highly educated population, yet companies struggle to find candidates with the right practical abilities. The piece of paper, the degree, is becoming less important than the portfolio of skills you can prove you have. This isn't to say degrees are useless, but it's a massive wake-up call. The market values what you can do, not just what you no asterisk. So, does education still lead to better jobs? The data says it's complicated. Statistically, yes, college graduates on average still earn more over their lifetime than those with only a high school diploma. A degree can absolutely open doors to certain professions, especially in fields like medicine, law, and engineering, where it's a non-negotiable requirement. It can provide access to professional networks and a credential that builds initial trust with employers. However, that average is hiding a lot of variation. For every engineering graduate who lands a six-figure job straight out of school, there's an arts graduate working in a coffee shop, struggling to use their degree. The guarantee is gone. It's no longer a simple equation of degree equals good job. The outcome is heavily influenced by your field of study. the institution you attend, the internships you complete, and most importantly, the practical skills you acquire along the way. Getting a degree is like being given a key, but if you don't know which door it opens or how to turn it, you'll remain stuck in the hallway. It provides an opportunity, but it does not guarantee success. This new reality has paved the way for a boom in alternative paths to success, paths that don't necessarily run through a traditional four-year university. The digital revolution has been the great enabler here. Look at the tech industry. It's filled with brilliant, highly paid software developers, cybersecurity experts, and UX designers who are self-taught or graduated from intensive, short-term boot. These programs focus on one thing, teaching you jailbreaking skills in a matter of months, not years, and for a fraction of the cost of a university degree. Then there's the creator economy and the rise of freelancing. Platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, and even social media itself have allowed people to turn their talents writing, graphic design, video editing, consulting into full-fledged businesses, working for clients all over the world from their own homes. And let's not forget entrepreneurship. We've never lived in a better time to start a business. With tools like Shopify, social media marketing, and access to a global customer base, the barrier to entry is lower than ever. These alternative routes prove that success isn't defined by a single, expensive path. They prioritize skills, initiative, and real-world results over traditional credentials. So, after all this, what's the final verdict? Is education a trap? No. Ignorance is the trap. A lack of knowledge is the real trap. Education, in its purest form, is the process of acquiring knowledge and learning how to think. The trap is the rigid, outdated, and ridiculously expensive system we've built around it. The trap is believing that one specific patha, traditional university degrees, the only way to succeed. The trap is going into massive debt for a degree without a clear plan for how to use it. The key is to separate the asterisk act of learning, asterisk, from the asterisk business of institutional education. Asterisk. Education is not a trap if you approach it strategically. You need to be a savvy consumer. Ask the hard questions. What skills will this program give me? What is the return on investment? Are there faster, cheaper ways to get the skills I need for the career I want? Smart education means choosing a major with clear market demand, or supplementing your degree with internships and certifications that give you practical skills. It means leveraging free resources online, taking courses, and never, ever stopping the process of learning. Here's the final takeaway. I promised you. The core truth of this entire discussion. Knowledge is power, but skills pay the bills. Let me say that again. Knowledge is power, but skills bring you freedom. Knowledge gives you the foundation, the context, the ability to think critically and solve complex problems. It's the why. But skills are the how. They are the tangible abilities that allow you to create value in the world. And value is what people pay for. The ultimate goal isn't just to be educated, it's to be capable. The most successful people in the future will be those who master the art of continuous learning. They will be lifelong students, constantly updating their skills to adapt to a changing world. They might get a degree, or they might learn from boot camps, online courses, mentorships, or simply by doing. They understand that education is UNT 4-year event you complete when you read. So don't let the broken system trap you. Take control of your own learning. Build a toolkit of valuable skills. Because in the end, that combination of broad knowledge and practical skills is UNT just the key to success. It is the key to true freedom. Thank you so much for sticking with me through this. It's a complex topic, and I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Did you find your degree was worth it? Are you exploring an alternative path? Let's get a conversation going. And if you found this video valuable, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content that challenges the way we think. See you in the next one.